Pro tips.
Well, hey, this question's for the newbie, the person who may be trying to buy their first laundromat and or get into pickup and delivery. Your choice, kind of which way you want to go with that. But what's one piece of advice you'd give to somebody either trying to buy their first laundromat or trying to start up a pickup and delivery? Like your number one tip.
Okay, number one tip for somebody buying the laundromat is do your own due diligence and don't believe anything. Okay, so
man, that's so good. I mean, I wish somebody would have told me that when I was buying my first laundromat.
Yeah, I've talked to some great owners who are really good operators, and it's usually the good people who fall for it because they assume that everybody else is good, just like they are. And there's some not so good or scrupulous people out there who, and there's every single trick in the trade. And I hesitate to even mention what people do because I don't want bad people saying, "Oh, that's a good idea." But I will say, if you're looking at a water bill that shows a certain water and you're trying to calculate it, well, if that's just last month, is that a pattern, or did just last month they had a spike and that's the one that they're showing you? If there's non-resettable coin counters, how much does that really mean? So you need to do spot checks. You need to know how many people are coming in and do the numbers add up. A lot of times when you find a location, you're going to want it to work. And that greed factor of ignoring what's in your face of like the stuff you actually see with your own eyes, that might be turned off because you really want this opportunity to work and you make your money on the buy. So if you get a good deal on it, or if there's something, there's a lease agreement that's ending in a couple of years and it's up in the air, you better get that solved before you go and, so you really you'll save a lot of money if you wait for the right opportunity. Be hungry, look for the right opportunity, but don't force it. So that's my number one advice for new owners.
Please listen to this advice. I mean, that's really, really great advice. And, just that feeling of wanting to make a deal work and wanting to kind of force a deal to work. I see that all the time in coaching where, clients will bring a laundromat deal and it's just not a good deal and they're being deceived and it's obvious to somebody who knows and it's not obvious to someone who doesn't know. So do your own due diligence. And also I always tell people, bring in somebody else who knows the industry,
Great point.
Whose income does not depend on you buying that laundromat. Pay them if you have to.
Yeah.
If you know somebody in the industry that's willing to help you out, get that. It doesn't matter. Just get somebody else in there that knows what to look for, these little tricks of the trade that you're not going to know are happening to you, because that's what happened to me. So
yeah. So I mean, you could always recover. You could always do different things to boost things up, but it just makes things easier when that monthly nugget is, more manageable. And that's great advice. Like there's a lot of ways to get blindsided. But if you have a advisor that you trust, that knows the business, has helped other people buy stuff and is more relationship based, not transactional based, that's really the key.
Yeah.